The Champions League round of 16 draw has been confirmed, and this is who every single team is facing in the round of 16 and also potential quarterfinals and the semi-finals. The road to Budapest, as they call it. Oh my goodness. I mean, you look at the draw early on, you just look at it, you see crazy matchups. You look at it, you say repeated matchups. You look at it and you see one team better make the final. You look at it and say some teams has rigged it. I can't lie, there's so much to talk about in this video. I'm going to be giving you my reaction on the draw of the round of 16 and potential what could go on in terms of this, the quarterfinals and semi-finals, because some teams, I'm looking at it, the path is already confirmed. The way I look at it. Before I get to it, make sure you all like the video right now. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. And of course, comment your own thoughts. We start with, early on, we start with the left-hand side. I think Paris Saint-Germain versus Chelsea. If you ask Chelsea fans, who did you want to face? Between PSG or between Newcastle? I can't lie. PSG are not that good compared to what they were last year. And the last time Chelsea faced PSG, you know what they did. You know what they did. It was cash money, fam. 3-0. The thing is, they don't have Enzo Maresca. If Chelsea employed Enzo Maresca right a second, if Enzo Maresca was still in charge, I would have said Chelsea would beat PSG and would progress to the quarterfinals. The only thing is they don't have an Enzo Maresca. They don't have that great tactician, great big game manager. No disrespect to the current manager, you know what I mean? Matisse, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it. With Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain, is this going to be the game that's going to kickstart something? Because we haven't seen anything that's kickstarted it. People said, well, maybe start off the year 2026, they might kickstart something. It hasn't been good for PSG. They still have injuries with Dembouz. There is still a lot of issues. Player performance not being great. They've got a massive goalkeeper issue. Defensive, they're not that good. Midfield, the going forward, Cavara has not been that. He's been screwed, but not been that great. Barcolla's missing goal. Brazil goes to the champ. Like, you look at so many things for PSG, they've got so many question marks, but it's Chelsea. Chelsea, I still think this is the draw. Like, if you ask PSG, would you rather face Barca or Chelsea? I can't lie. They would have probably said Barca due to the high line, because I think the high line of Barca would help PSG to perfection. But Chelsea, I think, is a team which I think this going to be. I think out of all the games, I think this is the most interesting matchup, because both teams are not 1,000%, and both teams can hurt each other. That's what we're going to see. Two great legs. But early on, I've got PSG. If PSG win, they'll get to the quarterfinals and they'll face either Liverpool or Ghana. Liverpool got what they wanted. If you ask Liverpool, who do you want to face? Do you want to face Atleti or do you want to face Ghana? Ghana was the simple answer. Ghana was the easy answer, and they got what they wanted. They got what they wanted. As a rematch of what happened in the group stages. And the thing is, with Liverpool, they're still the same team. I don't see any difference between what they were start of the season to what they're now. They still, yes, they're winning games. The top four race is still there. Some players are performing better. The likes of Wirtz, who was better now compared to where he was before. But you look at the manager's still the same. Tactically, they're still the same. It hasn't improved. The only thing that has improved is players have gotten better. But it's the same, bro. It's like Alexis is gotten better. Szoboszlai is the same player as he's been this whole season, the most considered best player for Liverpool. But I look at Liverpool, as crazy as it sounds, I don't have full faith they might be Ghana. Ghana, they nearly bottled it. They nearly lost that 5-2 lead against Juve, and they need to be embarrassed for conceding 3 goals, especially 2 goals with 10 players, and robbing Juve. That red card for Kelly wasn't a red card, but I look at Ghana, I think they can get something from this game, but if I had to pick one team, I wasn't convinced by Ghana. If Ghana beat Juve, because after the first leg, I said, yo, Ghana, dark horse. After the second leg, going to Juve, the way they played, passive, allowing Juve to control the game, even extra time. Juve should have scored with that Zagreba miss, but it was just not convincing. And that's against 10 players. Liverpool, it's not the same Liverpool team as before. They've gotten better. They're now better. Some players have played better. I'm going to edge it to Liverpool. Madrid, Manchester City again. I've already spoken about this. You can go and check my main channel. You can check what I've said on my main channel. I've already spoken about this. This is the same shit every year, fam. Like, surprise us, fam. Make it less believable next time, fam. I've faced Manchester City for the past 6-7 years in a row, fam. Wallah, I said it in my other video, fam. I've seen City more than I've seen certain uncles, certain aunties, fam. At this point, bro, it's a family reunion, fam. It's a Ramadan special, Ramadan gathering, fam. Wallah, I'm sick and tired of this, bro. And it's happened during Ramadan. It's happened during Ramadan. Anyway, then it's Atalanta versus Bayern. Bayern, bro. Let's not waste any time. Let's not waste any time. The crazy thing about it, 3 or 4 of the favourites are on this side of the bracket, fam. But Bayern Munich, City / Real Madrid, whoever wins, and PSG. I don't think Liverpool's a favourite. They still, I mean, they can still do what they have to do, but I still don't think they are a massive favourite. But then you look at this path, and some teams in this path have absolutely scammed a road to the final. I look at one team, and I better see them in the final. Arsenal, I'm talking to you. Arsenal fans, there is 0 excuses. 0 excuses. I better. 1, there is a minimum, and that is what I'm expecting. The minimum, the bar minimum, that is nothing ifs, no buts, no injuries, no nothing. It is an absolute minimum. I better see you in the semi-final. I better see you in the semi-final. I've seen some Arsenal fans over the past week do scenarios. This is who we want to get, and this is the side of the bracket that we want to get. Like a lot of people wanted Leverkusen, and they wanted Bodo Glimt to face Sporting, so they avoid City or Madrid. Everyone got what they wanted. This is the bracket, this is the path which they were hoping for, which they were drawing and fantasizing. They got what they wanted. They got Leverkusen, who's cheeks. And the quarterfinals of a Champions League, they get either Bodo Glimt or they get Sporting. Brother, big up, big respect to Bodo Glimt. Big respect to Sporting. Still, this is cash money for Arsenal. As I said, the bare minimum is semi-final. But what I'm expecting is a final, because you look at who you're facing, the other 4 teams that you're facing. Look at the 4 teams that you're facing. One of the 4 teams is the Spurs side, who is... Let's not waste any time talking about Spurs, because Arsenal, they faced them twice this season, is an 8-2 aggregate. Let's not even talk about Spurs, because I don't see Spurs even scoring 1 goal. Why am I talking about Spurs that they might even get to the quarterfinal? Atleti, they got cash money. They got absolute cash money, because Atleti, this is the matchup what they wanted. If you ask either between Liverpool or Spurs, they wanted Spurs easy. All day long, they got what they wanted. Put Atleti in the quarterfinals. Then you've got a Newcastle side or Barcelona side. If you ask Barca fans right now, who did you want? PSG or Newcastle? Some people say, well, I would rather get PSG, because PSG, they've not been that good this season. They've not been consistent. I've seen Barca fans say that, well, they've got Dembouz injured. Okay, cool. That's cute. That's calm. Do you think you're about to be PSG without Frankie de Jong in that midfield against their midfield of Vitinha, Juan Neves, Fabian Ruiz? Do you think you're about to be PSG with that high line of yours, which they can easily exploit with Hakimi and Nuno Mendes sprinting down the wings, and you've got Barcola, Dube, Guevara? Really? My brother, you're lucky you didn't get PSG. Don't give me this, I don't mind facing whoever we face. Nah, fam. If you got PSG, the road to Budapest ends now, fam. You got Newcastle. You'd rather face Newcastle without a Frankie. You'd rather face the Newcastle, perform the way you are with the high line of yours. But watch out for St. James Park, because you're lucky the first leg is being played at St. James Park, while the second leg is being played at the Nou Camp. You better pick up a good result in St. James Park, because if at St. James Park they manage to beat you 3-4-0, hey, watch out for that. But this is still the matchup which Barca wanted, and I expect Barca to win that matchup. Then you look at the quarterfinals. Now the quarterfinals matchup for an Arsenal side. It's either Atleti, which I can see Arsenal beating easily, and it's either Barcelona side, which I can see Arsenal beating easily. I can see Arsenal beating both teams, Ak. This is what I'm saying with Arsenal. you better get to the final. You better get to the final because the best two teams in the world is the two teams that finish first and second, and that is Arsenal, first place, Bayern Munich, second place. The final, which I'm expecting, let's just be real, I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it as it is right now. No spoilers. No, forget no spoilers. I'm gonna give you spoilers. No prediction. No prediction. Everything about it. I'm expecting a final right now, the way things are looking, and I'm saying it right this second. I haven't seen how the round of 16 has gone, the quarterfinals has gone, whoever wins, whoever loses, injuries. I'm saying it as is right now. The final, the way things are looking, is going to be Bayern Munich, it's going to be Arsenal. Arsenal, they managed to get exactly what they wanted, and Bayern, they got exactly what they wanted, because I can see Bayern beating a Real Madrid side, and I can see Bayern beating a Manchester City side. The only team that can maybe hurt a Bayern is if PSG performs to the way which they expected to perform, and if Hansi Flick, forget Barcelona, if Hansi Flick realizes, cool, I need to adapt and I need to control my high line. And once he does that, I can see Barca get to the final. But the thing is, he's so stubborn, he's not going to do that. That's why I see the way things is, the biggest winners. Now, when we talk about winners, the biggest winners of this Champions League round of 16 draw is Arsenal first, Gunners second, and North London 3, fam. that's the biggest winners is Arsenal, because that path right here is basically built for a final appearance, the first final appearance since 2006. But the second biggest winners is Barcelona, because I can still see Barcelona in the semis. My semis right now is Barca versus Arsenal, because I can see Barca beat Newcastle easily, and I can see Barca beat Atleti. Then you look at the other side, the biggest winners on the other side, I want to say PSG, because they managed to avoid Barca. There is no winners. Bayern, but they still face Madrid, so you never know what happens. There is losers. For me, the biggest losers is Chelsea, because they wanted to face Barca. They wanted Barca. They wanted Newcastle. Another loser is Gala, because they facing Liverpool is not. They wanted Spurs. I can't lie. There is Madrid, of course. I mean, we're facing Manchester City, fam. For goodness sake, we're facing Manchester City. But the way things are, as I said, my early predictions, my early Champions League predictions right this second is I can see Arsenal bare minimum in the semi-finals, and I can even see them in the final. The final, my early prediction is the quarterfinals will be PSG against Liverpool. As of right this second, with the injuries that we have of Mbappe, Jude, and Militao, City against Bayern, Barca against Atleti, and Arsenal versus Sporting. And then Barca to beat Atleti, Arsenal to beat Sporting, PSG to beat Liverpool, Bayern to beat City, and then we've got a semi-final of Bayern versus Paris Saint-Germain, and Barcelona versus Arsenal. My goodness, that is alive. Or imagine if it's PSG against Real Madrid and Barca against Arsenal with a potential El Clasico. Let me not jinx it, man. Let me not jinx it. But those are my early thoughts of the draw itself. Put down in the comment section what you guys made of the draw, the full draw, your biggest winners, your biggest losers. If you support any of those teams, how happy are you with the draw, and how disappointed are you with the draw? And if you're an Arsenal fan watching this, please tell me down in the comment section. I'm going to make it very clear. The bare minimum semis, but I still see in the final. Do you agree or do you disagree? Like the video, shout everyone who subscribed. We're now on 27K. Let's get to 28K. Comment your thoughts, and we'll see you with another video. Peace.